That's what I brought to you. I saw you through a broken window with a different point of view. You had signs of depression from a long line of sin, and your face tells a story about the places you have been. I love you so. I thought you should know. And that muddy water's flowing, and as you take my hand past the creek down by the hollow, through your daddy's land, and I could buy you a diamond, but I cannot change the world, 'cause I ain't got no money. You'll never be my girl. I thought you should know.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys tuning in to another episode. As you just saw, I changed the oil in my Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, and there's a good reason that I did that, because this week we're going on a road trip to pick up another classic Mustang. I'll put a picture up here so you guys can get a sneak peek, but we're gonna go take a look at and hopefully bring home a 1973 Ford Mustang Mach 1. It's an all original car. Went through a restoration about 25 or 30 years ago, according to the owner. Has the original 351 Cleveland 2-valve motor in it. The guy says it runs and drives. It's been sitting in the garage for 30 years. So we're gonna go check that thing out this week. But before we do that, I had to make sure old Silverado back there was ready for another road trip to bring home a Mustang. So stay tuned to the channel. Later on this week, I'll have some footage up of the journey up there to get this car and bring it back here. And not really sure what's gonna happen with that car in the future, but stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get alerted when a new episode is uploaded. So just a quick shout out to my friend, my buddy over there at Barlow Chevrolet in Delran, New Jersey. This is a 2020 Silverado LT Trail Boss. It's sitting on 35-inch tires. They come from the factory with a 2-inch lift. I have another 2 inches over top of that. So a total of 4 inches, which actually makes these oil changes real nice because I don't have to jack the truck up at all. I can get underneath there and change the oil. There's quite a few modifications done to the truck. I'll show some pictures for you guys up here, but it's got rough country front and rear bumpers on it. It has rough country upper control arms, 2-inch mammoth spacers on the front. We've got 4-inch lift blocks on the rear, and some custom Chevrolet wheels on this thing, and really nice Flowmaster exhaust. I love this truck. I'm a Ford guy when it comes to cars, but I'm a Chevy guy at heart when it comes to trucks. Chevy has been the most reliable pickup trucks that I've ever owned, and I love this one here. And I actually custom ordered this truck over at Barlow Chevrolet in Delran. Got a really great deal on it. But yeah, this truck rocks, and she's ready to go for this road trip. Before that though, I'll give you guys an update on our Project 70 here. So I did get the full rocker panel removed on the driver's side. I got all the spot welds out, and this panel is prepped and ready to go for the FASTBACK door frames once it gets here. Still no word on a shipping date yet, but I'm hoping it's going to be very soon. And of course I stopped right here. Now the rest of this is going to have to come out. I'll zoom out a little bit. The rest of this pillar here is going to have to come out, but I don't want to start taking this apart until I have the new door frame and I can inspect the new door frame and then make the determination exactly what I need to remove here so that the new door frame will just slide right in. So that's going to be quite the undertaking. I'm ready for it. I'm sure you guys are ready for it too. But at least this rocker panel is ready to rock and roll. And then I did start working on the passenger side, and I've got this rocker panel removed, so I still have to go back and take off the spot welds. That's what I'm going to work on tonight, and then get this rocker panel here cleaned up and coated in some weld through primer, so that this is also ready for when the door frames show up. And notice I did take out the bracing here because I completely removed the B-pillar section. There's just no need for it to be there. So the new door frame is complete with everything. And I figured that to get the best fitment for the doors as possible, I need to leave the door frame intact and not try and cut the door frame and then splice it into this car. Just the more I thought about it, to me, it just seemed like that was going to be the way that I'm going to achieve the best result. And you know, hopefully not have too many issues closing the doors. I'm not expecting perfect gaps with the doors, but I do expect that they'll mount and they'll latch where they should. You know, even with some minor adjustments, that's no big deal. But if I tried to splice the new door frame in and I was off by 1/4 of an inch, it was just going to create a nightmare that I'm not really sure how I would solve that problem. So I am going to be completely removing that front section there and over here, so the new door frame for the FASTBACK will just slide right in there. So it's kind of been a slow go with Project 70, although there's plenty of things I could be doing. I could be patching up the floors back here. I still have a cowl panel that needs to be repaired. You see that up there? There's quite a bit of rust up there. So there's just a little things that I need to tidy up on that I could be working on at the moment, but it's just one of them things, you know, you got to go with the flow. You got to do what you feel like you're in the mood to do. And I've kind of just been in the mood to start getting this thing ready for some FASTBACK panels. So that's where I'm at this point. So shout out to the over 240 people that have subscribed to the channel just in the last few weeks. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Don't forget, hit the like button, drop a comment below if you guys like the content and you want to see more. I'm going to try and have more updates on the car and some videos of the process as I go along. I know there's not too many videos out there of the 6970 coupe Mustangs being converted to fastbacks. And hey, look, I'm a rookie at this. This is my first time doing it. And I'm going to video and document as much as I can for you guys out there, so that you can hopefully learn from my mistakes and things that I've done right or things that I've done wrong, to help you out with your project. And that's one important thing that I wanted to mention in this clip, which is, you know, stay motivated. If you have a car that you don't really like, get rid of it or build it into something that you want it to be. You have to have passion and a motivation, and you need to be able to stay motivated on your project. I see so many cars posted on Marketplace and eBay and other places where projects were started, looks like they did a lot of work, and then everything just kind of stalled out. And obviously, you know, life happens and other things become a priority. But, you know, those situations aside, if you get into a project like this, you guys got to stay motivated. You have to keep going on it. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm staying motivated on this thing. Really excited to get the FASTBACK parts in here and start putting this thing together and building my dream car. So you guys stay tuned. Again, I appreciate all the new followers to the channel, and I'll see you shortly in a couple days here with another Mustang coming this way. I'll see you guys. Be safe. So just one other thing for you guys that I wanted to mention here. You know, earlier today there was a comment in one of the message boards of a guy. He had just bought what he thought was his dream car. He was an older guy, and I think it was a 65 or 66 coupe. Needed a lot of work and had a lot of issues with the frame rails on it. And but basically this guy was getting tore up in this group here about, you know, man, you'll never be able to fix that car the right way in your home garage, and you got to do this and you got to do that. And you know, I felt really bad for the guy because you know, some of the things that other people were posting in there, it was very discouraging, and I could totally imagine how it would be discouraging for this guy who had always wanted to restore a Mustang. He loved the 65 and the 66. He finally gets his dream car. Yes, it needs a lot of work. Yeah, the frame rails look like Swiss cheese. You know, but he comes on the group, he's looking for some advice, and these guys are just tearing him down. And it kind of pissed me off. I sent the guy a private message on the side, and I said, listen, man, you know, don't let these other guys discourage you from trying to tackle restoring that car. You know, if that's something that you've always wanted to do, you know, don't let these other people talk you into getting rid of the car or you know, doing something that you don't want to do. And you know, I think it's really important, you know, for us guys to motivate one another, support one another. You know, misery loves company. We've all heard that saying, and it's true. I mean, there's so many negative people out there, and they just want other people to come and join them in their misery, and putting other people down. And, you know, maybe some of these people had always wanted to restore a car, but they never did for whatever reason. And, you know, they have a chip on their shoulder. Regardless, it doesn't matter. You know, be positive, stay positive. Don't let other people try and talk you out of things that you really want to do. You only live once, right? You got one life. This is it. This is the way I look at it. It's one life. Money's money. Don't really care. You know, I'm going to do what I think is going to make me happy in this life. I'm going to do what, you know, I want to set my heart to. And I'm not going to let other people, you know, bring that negativity into my space. And that's another thing too. You know, you got to be friends with people that support you, motivate you, people that bring you up instead of bringing you down. And that's something really important that I've learned in my 43 years, is just your inner circle of people is so important. Surround yourself with people that are going to motivate you. You know, when I started this project, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to weld, didn't know how to do sheet metal work, fabrication, none of that stuff. And, you know, I look at this car now and look at what I've accomplished. I learned how to weld, learned how to work sheet metal, learned how to fabricate some parts, you know, and here I've got a car with all new floors, and I mean, check that out, right? Like, I rebuilt the back of the car here, built a frame jig. I mean, so many things that I didn't know how to do, that I was just determined, hey, I'm going to do this. I don't care what people say. I don't care if they tell me, well, that's not going to work out, or, you know, you're never going to get that car done. It's going to be a 10-year project. I mean, you know, in one ear and out the other. And I'm fortunate to have a really good circle of close friends that have been very supportive. Love my guys out there for backing me up on this kinds of stuff. And, you know, it's so important that you guys do that. Don't let these negative people try and talk you out of, you know, what your heart really wants to do. So that's all I got for you guys. And we'll see you shortly with another episode. Thank you.